What's up, guys? It's Sean Reeves Live, and today we're going to be checking out the new song from Ren, and I am legit stoked about this one. Also kind of guarded, because anytime I ever go into one of like Vincent's tells or something along those lines, they're always wild, and this one, in my opinion, is probably going to be insane because it is a 10.5-minute music video, dude. Leave it to Ren to give us like a full entire story with a music video. I absolutely love that about him. I feel like he's extremely creative in not only his music, the way he sings and stuff, but also his music videos. They always mean something. So in saying that, genuinely stoked about this. If y'all are new to my channel, smash that sub button and let's check this one out together. Freaking boom! And then hit that play button. Boop. The bedroom is a freaking jail cell. Oh. Oh my god. Oh yeah, dude. Ooh. Oh my god. Get it, dude. Woo. Hell yeah. That's so cool. Dude. Hold on. Before we go into this, I just want to say two things about what we just saw. First, that actually I think was like a live performance take that we just saw. Like, and in saying that, because it came in like, this is obviously a song too, right? So like, curious how they shot and recorded that. So I'm wondering, like, it was probably a direct feed in the guitar or something like that, and then they were able to do things afterwards, like change, like make it fit the song, like produce it really well. But that was really freaking cool, man. There's so many subtle things that he was doing, a lot of the vibrato and stuff like that with the whammy bar. Like, those things are not easily mimed, and if it was mimed, holy, like, that's insane. I'm pretty positive as a guitarist that looked like he was doing that live, and he probably just had that direct feeded in, and then like, and he was using a looper pedal there too. Oh, I don't know, dude. There was a lot of really cool stuff about that whole solo intro that nobody else is freaking doing right now. Literally anybody, most people that you watch on Instagram or something like that are like miming their guitar riffs. If he literally just in a music video did a live solo like that, which I'm pretty positive it was, that's awesome, dude. That's so freaking well done. And then the second thing I wanted to say about that solo, if you listen back to it and you listen to like his vocal runs that he does, he plays guitar lead a lot like he sings and does these like vocal runs. His vibratos are very sharp as a vocalist. He does a lot of things that are very similar. So it's like cool that he like guitar soloed how he would have done like a vocal solo or something. Either way, going back, sorry for the rant, but there's no way that's mine, dude.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contort insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without a factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother painting scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn.
Shooting up the birth canal?
And that was the
dude.
thing. Exceptionally average grade, spray with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vin. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days, the weeks, the most short life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, hell Britannia rule the wave. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drinks kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living too deep.
Good God, dude. There is so much lyrically to unpack with that, but good Lord, man, that is... Oh, who can relate to those lyrics, man? Especially like when he's talking... Oh, my God, dude. Also, dude, just throwing this out there, I'm pretty positive he's playing this entire thing. Like, he's such a good street performer that it would not surprise me. All this is feeding into a computer somewhere, and this is like the live feed. It would not surprise me. Because he was messing with the looper pedal as well. Damn.
And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So he drinks so we don't have to think. Mercy.
Oh my God.
Taste bittersweet. When the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth.
Good
And
God.
the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze. Who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Damn, dude. Also, I gotta say, like, this whole, like, he's talking a lot about, like, how, like, it almost feels like turning to drinking is, like, the only thing that you can do. Because, like, to stay sane in, like, this insane terrain, as he said, is, like, I mean, good God, how many people, like, I can relate to that very strongly. And I mean, like, for me personally, it's like, I know that I've got, like, an addictive personality, right? And for the longest time in my life, I've not drank. You know what I mean? Like, in high school, I drank, and then a lot of really bad things happened. And, like, a very close friend of mine, something bad happened to him, and I was just like, all right, nope, not even going to get near this stuff anymore, right? So, in saying that, like, it was up until, like, maybe even, like, 2 years ago, I started drinking just casually as, like, just out and about. If I was, like, social lubricant, because I got really bad social anxiety, right? Well, like, it's easy, like he's saying here, like, just there's so many problems and stuff like that, especially in, like, modern culture that we're living in right now, where it's just, like, that seems to be the easiest way out. And even though it, like, is so expensive and all this stuff, it costs you a wage and all these things, it seems like sometimes, like, the only thing that will, like, break you from this, like, I don't know, this freaking crazy cycle that we live in and stuff. So the way that he painted that entire thing of, like, how turning to drink is just, like, that is the only salvation almost in this freaking, like, messed up thing that we've got. It's so freaking relatable, man. But just, like, I don't know. Like, for myself personally, I just have to be like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing that right now. And, like, because I know that it's not good for me. And I know that it's, like, I don't know. It will become a harder crutch because I do have an addictive personality. I just choose to be addicted to things that are hopefully somewhat good for me. You know, I don't know. But anyways, it's in there. It's in there, you know. Okay. That was freaking wild. Richard's Tale. We're back at the coffee seat. Yeah,
Simon starts
dude.
singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent.
Ooh.
One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up. Chop, chop, keep that credit top, top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to
Oh
the
my
9
God.
to the 9 for his crimes timelines intersect. Rich's fate was designed.
Dude, oh my God.
It's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and reach. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Thoughts a model, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself. And there's nowhere to go. And his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mo, no rebound, no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed.
Wait, the cycle of what?
Dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing.
All right, listen, I'm not this guy, okay? But like, what the heck is samsara? What? Listen, I just got to Google this because I don't actually know what that is. Meaning. Dude, y'all are going to be like, you're so stupid. I don't know, dude. The cycle of death and rebirth, which life in the material world is bound. Well, I learned something new. That's a Buddhist, so Hinduism or Buddhist meaning, but it is the cycle of death and rebirth to which life in the material world is bound. Well, by the way, raise your hand or let me know in the comments if you had no idea what that word meant. I love learning new things, so thank you, Ren. I learned a new word today, samsara. That's
childbirth, but dying womb life brings. The cycle of samsara always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Rich is losing sleep while his whole family's talked up.
God, dude. That guitar riff. There's so much beautiful music in this as well.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger down the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we all are damn forsaken by creation, revelations. Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to
God.
thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession.
I love the
feeds upon this
differences in his
spark for
voice.
life, no water is refreshing. No sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
The way that he just described depression, it like puts you in that. My God, man, that was wild. That was such a like beautifully poetic way to describe depression. Jesus. And I'm loving the totally different styles of this song. This is freaking wild. It sounds hopeful, but I don't know if I should.
Souls get shaken up. The road's never quite ideal, but slow of. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud. Cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was sat for healing.
I love this. I have chills right now, man.
Directions, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your
I don't know that we're gonna. Oh God, I was about to say I don't know that it's gonna keep this like happiness with this, but this part of the song is like my favorite thing. I think it's one of my favorite parts of a song from Ren. I love how like optimistic and like hopeful this is, dude. What the hell?
I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Jesus. Oh, God. Dude. What in the heck, dude? Oh, my God. Well, all right, I'm not even taking that back. I absolutely love this entire part. Like, the way that it changes musically here to this, like, more major tone. It's so optimistic and just beautiful and hopeful and, like, I thought right there we were going to have, I thought it was going to change into something super dark. But I love that it's not.
Get shaken up. The road's never quite ideal, but slow rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud cause you.
Damn, dude. I love that part so much, man. I don't think that's something we really get a whole lot from Ren musically, and that's fine. Like, I think that every artist needs to be able to get a lot of things out. And in this song, Jesus, if he did not cover, like, so many deep, hard topics to actually talk about. But at the ending here, that he actually gave, like, even though we know what happens, even though we know the road ahead, like, I'm guessing that this is, like, going back to things that are about to happen, like, rough things are happening or whatever. But, like, I love the fact that he gave so much, like, there's inspiration in these lyrics too, man. He's saying, like, where is that? It was like,
from the scene, the wound was
it's like right here.
Disconnects the trauma turns to lessons.
Like, even that, the trauma turns to lessons. Like, it's all like finding a way of spinning, like these things, these horrible things that are happening. Remember in the darkest times.
No need for second guessing. No path is ever linear. A stumble leads to stepping.
Stumble leads to stepping. There's like so many things here that he's giving you that are like very motivational. I feel like in any time of your life, like personally your life right now, where you're like feeling like, what in the hell am I doing? What is happening in my life right now? That is a solid thing to remember. Like, stumble leads to stepping. You're still moving. You're moving forward, even though you don't necessarily feel like it. Like, you're still doing that thing. And I don't know, man. I love this part. I don't think I've ever seen this side of Ren before, dude. Like, what? Just very cool in a, like, because we know the story, but if you take it out of context and just take it in, like, line for line, what he's saying to this officer right now, it's so beautiful, dude. I guess that's the word for it. Beautiful. There will always be a tomorrow. There's a part in here where he's talking about, like, rain and how it, rain feeds the crops. And I love that, man. The entire ending of this is absolutely perfect. Lyrically, it's so beautiful. And again, I gotta say, I love the way that, like, he just took this song. It's got so many different parts. There's, like, different eras in this song. And especially if you go back, I have to nerd out. As a musician, I still need to nerd out to this, dude. The fact that we got this, like, this entire riff right here, and you can see him, like, this is a looping pedal that he's got here. I can't remember what that looping station is called. But so he's, like, got a looping station. And then that tone on his guitar. Eat your your heart out. Anybody in the freaking like 80s rock scene trying to get a good tone, that just crushed, dude. But anyways, like I love the way that we got from this right here, which has like so raw and live feeling to it, even in his voice, man. Like those little things right there, the little wow, like the extra little wah and whammy type things that he's doing right here, that is something that is like not mimeable. I almost said memeable, but mimeable meaning like you would be able to see, right, in the bends and the random things like that. Like maybe if he didn't bend the note exact same speed that he bent it in the recording. So say like this was a recording, right, and he's not actually playing this stuff. You would be able to see micro things in there, like where it's like wow, 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 like little things like that. If he didn't actually hit the whammy bar at the same speed or the same like depth, it wouldn't bend the same amount. So visually and audibly, what he's doing here are like, they link up very well. And it would be very noticeable if they didn't link up. It would be like if somebody was overdubbing my voice right now, still speaking English, but you could tell that my mouth wasn't saying what you were saying. You know what I mean? There's like the uncanny valley for a guitarist looking at a guitar that is like not actually being played. Every little thing in this. So like that in my opinion was freaking amazing. And then you know that he's actually singing over that as well too. There's like so many different things that are really cool. And it's wild because like this part right here, most replayed. That means like people probably got to this and they're like, when's the guitar solo over? But for myself personally, huge guitar fan. I absolutely love that, dude. That was beautiful. So either way, love the composition of this song. I've been yapping a whole 20 something minutes. Thank you, Ren, for this amazing freaking song. Thank you guys for checking this one out. If y'all are new to my channel, again, please smash the freaking sub button. We're almost at 300,000 subscribers, and I don't really know. I think that's a cool number, so if we can get there, that would be amazing. But either way, y'all have a blessed one. If you need anything at all, please message me, people. Spread some positivity out there. Be kind to each other, and I will catch y'all later, freaking toodles. Bye.